New year means trying some new things. And this morning, Yvonne Thomas is pretty brave. She's at the Emporium Center for Arts and Culture trying out a pretty unique form of exercise. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, everyone. You know, we've been talking all about capoeira this morning. It's about movement and music. We're learning more about that. We have two great instructors with us this morning. We have Andre, we have Nate. Kind of walk us through the musicality of this movement expression as well.
Music's very important. We have several instruments from typical capoeira orchestra. This is the predominant instrument of capoeira. It's called the berimbau. It's a bowed harp of it's Afro-Brazilian origins. And we also have the pandeiro, which is sort of like a Brazilian tambourine. You see it a lot in samba music. And altogether, the music makes the game happen, gives the energy, and calls what type of game might be played. And we call the game is when two people play capoeira, jogo de capoeira.
Awesome. Kind of talk to us a little bit about the atmosphere. You know, people are doing the movements in a circle.
Yes, we play it in the roda, a circle of people. The orchestra, the musicians sit on one end and they play, call the game, and all the music is call and response. So everyone in the circle is clapping and singing the responses to, and it just feeds energy into the circle and makes the two people playing the game, like, gives them strength beyond strength kind of thing. Like, gives you that grit, you know, you feel that energy off the people around you. And so it just makes for what we call a jogo bonito, a beautiful game.
Awesome. We'd love to hear some.
All right.
And we have so much more to bring to you guys in just a little bit. We'll talk more about the music, and you'll see some of the moves coming up in just a little bit. But for now, we'll take things back over to you guys in the studio.
All right, then.
Yeah, it's getting lively in there. Yvonne, thank you. The time now.